Why has Nigeria suddenly become the talk of town everywhere? Nigerians are now in the spotlight globally, but for the wrong reasons. From fraud and Yahoo scams to kidnapping, ritual killings, and even the alleged scamming of Donald Trump during his inauguration, the headlines are alarming. Countries like UAE, Ghana, Indonesia, and Malaysia are tightening borders or outright banning Nigerians. Many are being deported as nations demand they leave due to rising crime and security fears.
I read the news that churned my stomach. Over the week, the Nigerian police arrested a couple of people in a hospital where newborn babies were allegedly being stolen from their mothers and trafficked. So according to the reports, mothers were told their babies died during delivery and the staff would present the remains of another deceased child as proof. The same remains were reportedly used repeatedly to convince different mothers that their newborns had died at birth. So stories like this make it hard not to question the depth of human cruelty. Sometimes it feels like there is no limit to the evil some people are willing to commit for money or personal gain. It's heartbreaking to imagine what those mothers went through. So this story might be opening a massive can of worms when it comes to DNA and child trafficking issues in Nigeria, if thoroughly investigated. The obvious question is, who is buying these newborn babies and for what purpose? Could some of these babies have ended up with people who wanted children by any means possible? And since there's no adoption in Nigeria, they just have to do what they need to do. Could some have been used to support fake pregnancy claims within marriages? Now, there was a period when stories about so-called cryptic pregnancies seemed to be everywhere. Some women genuinely believed they were pregnant, despite medical scans showing otherwise. It raises uncomfortable questions about how some of these situations eventually end and where the baby is being presented came from. This case raises serious questions that deserve thorough investigation. There are too many gaps, too many possibilities, and too many potential victims for anyone to simply move on without asking hard questions. I don't think the police should stop at arresting the owners or staff of the clinic. They must follow up the buyers. We need to know who exactly is buying these children. Where are they today? How many numbers of children have they stolen from their real parents? This is only just the beginning of this investigation.
Our News Central's correspondent, Israel Eferoba, spoke to the state commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Adedokun Keshiro, on this development.
Oh, certainly. We are today live here at Ojuku Ilado Aradagun in the Olorunda LCDA area of Badagry, where the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has uncovered baby factory. Well, the suspects and the victims have been arrested. They are here in the custody of the NSCDC. Indeed, the NSCDC have said that they are indeed doing their best to ensure that crime and criminality is something that is not seen in this particular area and in the entirety of Lagos State. So, but we have here with me today the commandants of the NSCDC, who will be telling us more about this discovery of a baby factory here in Lagos. Sir, thank you for talking to us, Commandant. Talk to us now. What exactly is happening here today? I can see lots of items here being paraded, suspects being paraded as well, victims being paraded. What is this about? Talk to us.
Thank you so much. We are here to parade victims and suspects of a baby factory in Badagry area. About 3 weeks ago, we had an actionable intelligence that a baby factory is in operation around this area. And we kept monitoring until when we are able to smash this syndicate day before yesterday, yesterday morning. And here we are parading the suspects and the victims. We have 18 victims and 2 suspects. Out of the 18 victims, 17 of them are fully pregnant. One of them had miscarriage.
The moment you just wear this JC and you just carry this on Nigerian card, you are nobody in Africa. Nobody respects you. Why? Because we have the most useless leaders ever, and we have some useless Nigerians with no apology. Recently, 57 Nigerians were arrested in Ghana for human trafficking and internet fraud. The last time they went to arrest some girls too, for what? Doing hookup in Ghana, Olosho. Then when they talk, you see Nigerians defending rubbish. Are they not doing it in Ghana? Are Ghanaians not doing it? They are in their country doing it. If you want to do this nonsense, go to your country. Go Go to your country. You can carry somebody's daughter 5 years, 2 years, 3, bring to Ghana to come and teach the person rubbish, tarnishing the image of Nigerians. Tarnishing the image of Nigerians. Because when they catch you, they will not say Nigeria. They will not say one Nigeria. They say Nigerians. Putting all of us in one box. What type of nonsense is that? Then when we talk, you say, oh, when Ghanaians start talking, you say, small Ghana here. Now, 1 billionaire in Nigeria can buy Ghana, but you cannot buy light for yourself. You cannot buy security for yourself. You cannot buy good road for yourself. You cannot buy good leaders for yourself. Think. It's time to wake up. Think. We are fooling. Think. What can Nigerian boast of? What can we, as a big country, what can we boast of? Apart from corruption, witchcraft.
Good morning. We are actually Hayelabatu, just side Polokwane. This is where the community members have been concerned about young people who have been living in that house just right behind me. They are alleging that illegal activities might be happening, such as human trafficking and kidnapping. And the person renting that house is a Nigerian national who the immigration officers came and took him because they discovered that he is in South Africa illegally. Police are investigating this. It's still an active crime scene.
The most thriving business in Nigeria today is kidnapping, for your information. It is. Kidnapping is the most thriving business in Nigeria right now. This is the reality for millions of Nigerians who are in no shape or form able to hire armed security around them. At any point in time, no matter where you are, ladies and gentlemen, so long as you live on Nigerian soil, you are a target prone to be kidnapped. Anybody can set you up to be kidnapped. Ladies and gentlemen, this has become the surest bet for many individuals and radical groups disguised as organizations in raising money. The Nigerian government, listen to this part. The Nigerian government has succeeded in turning the people's frustration against the federal state, the federal government, towards themselves. They have succeeded. Now, many people have joined in the business of kidnapping anybody in the street who's worth paying a ransom for. You don't have to be a state operative. You don't have to be a politician or work for a government department. You just have to look decent and purposeful, and you become a target worth taking. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian government has succeeded in turning the people against themselves, turning the anger of the people against themselves. The bandits have taken the kidnapping enterprise to another level altogether. They now distribute letters to state offices demanding ransoms to avoid villages being raided. Yeah, that's what's happening. This is scary, folks. This is so scary. Imagine living in a village and hearing this information being blasted on the megaphone, and you know the federal government won't do anything about it. And you are living in this village and you have nowhere to go. And the bandits, ladies and gentlemen, write this kind of statement to you. Let me read some of their statements. This is not a joke. I quote them. I'm quoting them right now. This is not a joke. You must pay us 100 million naira, which is equivalent to 74,000 US dollars. And they write this: if you refuse, you will face the consequences and have no one to blame but yourselves. The bandits write, even if you call soldiers, they cannot stop us. End of quote. I don't know about you folks, but the moment this message reaches me, if I were living in Nigeria, I'm either getting myself and family armed or we are checking out of town. This is the situation the Nigerian government has left the people in. While they live in luxurious homes, in lifestyles in Lagos and Abuja under heavily armed security, the rest of the country has to worry about keeping their head on their neck. Ladies and gentlemen,
Nigerians, we don't need revenge. We need the courage to remove the people who turned the giant of Africa into a country millions of people are desperate to live. Our biggest enemy is not South Africa. It's the leaders that made living home feel like success. Fight the failure, not South Africans. Let's push this post so that more Nigerians will see it. I remain your only Nigerian brother, bringing you nothing but the truth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, watch this video. Nigerians are driving away illegal immigrants in their country. Just watch the video.
This is Section 65 of the Nigerian Immigration Act 2015. Anyone who aids an illegal entry of non-Nigerians into the country has committed an offense. So you have the two Nigerians who I understand have been in the watch list of most of the security agencies for a while. When you aid unknown people into your country, you don't even know what the aim of those people are. It is a big risk to himself, to people that live around him. So they are actually, it is actually called security threat. For the Nigerians, they'll be arraigned. For the foreigners, they'll be repatriated after due documentation. This morning, as soon as they were arrested, they were profiled by the DSS officers and then sent to our headquarters for further investigations. So we've just concluded our investigations, and we've been able to establish their nationalities. So that is why we are here to let you know that we will not condone any form of illegal entry into the country.
So you see, this is what I always talk about. Our leaders in Africa, they are very, very hypocrites. Yes, they don't want illegal immigrants in their country, but South Africa and Ghana should accept illegal immigrants in their country. Nigerians don't want illegal immigrants in their country, but they want South Africans, they want Ghanaians, they want Kenyans, they want everybody to accept their illegal immigrants in their countries. You see how hypocrites these people are. I'm a hambe.
Stop kidnapping. Stop human trafficking. Stop stealing. Stop armed robbery. We are sick and tired of Nigerians in Ghana. This is a peaceful war.
If you go to Congo, they are not comfortable with Nigerians. If you go to Zimbabwe and Zambia, they are not comfortable with Nigerians. In fact, even a country that is close to Nigeria as Ghana have a problem with the Nigerians. Those kind of things we have to make sure that they stop. In fact, even this week on Sunday, the police arrested 3 people. Some of them were Nigerians with fake money. M-Pesa, they are hacking into our M-Pesa. They are having fake money, illegal trade that are done by these guys. We are only asking Nigeria.
Well, you heard it. These are real complaints from people across the world. Even some Nigerians agree their own people are going too far. It's not about hate, it's about behavior. The world is simply reacting to what they see.